We'll get to the gambling stuff in just a moment, but did you watch the Beatles tribute last night on CBS? I mean, some of the performances and the covers of their songs were really impressive. I mean, when you had Gary Clark up there with Dave Grohl and Joe Walsh doing Why My Guitar Gently Weeps, I mean, that was splendid. When you had George Harrison's son joining Jeff Lynne, who used to lead ELO, and again, Joe Walsh doing Something, that was impressive. But some of the other songs, I mean, like karaoke versions. I mean, you have one of the greatest songs with greatest rock riffs, guitar riffs out there, Revolution, and the Imagine Dragons, who nobody's going to even know or remember the Imagine Dragons probably within a year and a half anyway, doing Revolution, kind of like a folky acoustic set. I don't get it. Ed Sheeran, what? I mean, seriously, Ed Sheeran, he's here today. He'll be gone tomorrow. He's doing My Life. And then Katy Perry had to do one of the worst karaoke versions of Yesterday. I mean, listen, there's probably hundreds of you watching this video that could have done just as bad of a karaoke version as Katy Perry did. Hey, Katy, come to the place. We'll let you sing a song. What do you want to do? Yesterday. Oh, no problem. I mean, I'd rather have heard the Muzak version in an elevator, okay? I don't get it. Anyway, that's my pet peeve for today. Let's move on to gambling stuff. Listen, you know, it was a great weekend for most of the handicappers here at the site. Let's run down quickly who's hot and who's not, and I'll get to another free selection for you in just a moment. It's going to be in college basketball, the Big 12 game between Iowa and West Virginia. 9-3 college basketball run after taking a split yesterday, losing with Penn State and cashing in with St. John's in the upset of Creighton. And I'll tell you what, guys, you know, over the past couple of days, and as you know, I had lost 9 straight days, and then the past 2 days, a perfect 4-0 sweep. I mean, listen, there are no guarantees in gambling, and I've proven it for you right there. But I think one of the biggest obstacles to do this for a living, to gamble for a living, to handicap for a living, but to do it responsibly, meaning you never get yourself in a deep financial abyss from which there is no escape, is to stay disciplined. You know, I had lost 9 straight days, and then big deal. I won a small little play on Thursday and then immediately lost on Friday. And then on Saturday, I looked at that college card, and I've said this to you before, that sometimes there are games that are simply jumping off the page, screaming, bet me, bet me, bet me for all you're worth. Now, even though I had lost 10 out of 11 days, it wasn't going to affect how I was going to play on Saturday, whether you were with me or not. And if that's one piece of advice I can give to you, it would be maintain and stay true to your roots. Dance with the girl you brought. You know what I mean? So for me, I came out with the 3 plays, and I played them exactly how I would have played them if I had been winning 9 straight days as opposed to losing 10 out of 11, and I came up with a 3-0 sweep. And then yesterday, I came up with another winner on Houston. Now listen, my journey back up the mountain, oh, I've got quite a climb still to go. But again, always stay true to yourself and the way you play. Don't deviate, which means you don't press when you're losing, and when you're winning, you don't go crazy. Yes, when you're winning and you see that game that's standing out there screaming to you, bet me, bet me, bet me, that's when you can press. That's when you can go a little harder. But again, stay true to the way you play. Discipline is really the key. Now, let's talk about the half-price play of the day. Unfortunately, yesterday it lost with Brad Wilton. Yes, he did lose yesterday with a 75-dime play, number 2 in a row, as Penn State went down in flames after he scored with, I think it was Kansas State on Saturday as a 75-dime play. Again, we're going to have to fire his ass because he is just not performing, because today he's only going for winning day 13 out of 16 and 25 out of 33, and $10 bettors are only up $14,920 since July, but the guy lost yesterday. I mean, we just can't have any faith in him. So we're just not going to talk about Brad Wilson anymore. Hey, how about Gabriel DuPont? Added him to the site the day before the Super Bowl. He got off to a rough start. Lost the Super Bowl like just about everybody did here at the site, but he has certainly made amends. The past 3 days, just on fire, 3-0 sweep, hit his 100-dime play, first one here at the site with UCLA over Southern Cal on Saturday. Hit a 100-dime play again in the Pac-12 yesterday with Arizona bursting out in the second half to get the easy win and cover against Oregon State. And today, 100-dime winner number 3 in a row, a 20-point rivalry rout. Rivalry round. Go ahead, I dare you to say that 3 times quickly. And it's the half-price play of the day today. And the coupon code to get that play for half price is simply the word HALF, H-A-L-F. Or maybe you want to save $24 off a single purchase today. You can use that coupon, SAVE24, SAVE24. Yesterday, you got Scott Delaney's 80-dime NBA winner, number 7 out of 9. His Eastern Conference total of the year for Indiana and Orlando staying under is the $5 play of the day. As a matter of fact, it was a 2-0 sweep yesterday with $5 play of the day releases. Jeff Benton also scored. Well, today, Delaney with a play equally as strong as Interconference NBA total of the year. Your Detroit San Antonio over under 80-dime winner, number 8 out of 10, which marks his second biggest NBA play of the season for a guy who has made $10 bettors, a little over $6,100 the past 13 and a half weeks, which to you and I means a little over 3 months. And you can save $80 on the purchase price of this play today simply by using coupon code SCOTT80. SCOTT80. It is that simple. Okay, guys, let's get to your complimentary play here today. Going to take a look at the game between Iowa State and West Virginia. And I'll tell you the truth, guys, it's not a great card here, but I'm going to go with the Cyclones here as just like road favorite. After a 14-0 start, you know, they lost 4 out of 5 games, but they've suddenly come back strong. They're coming off an 84-69 win at home against TCU, which should have been expected because the Horned Frogs are just awful. You know, they've now won 3 straight games. They beat Oklahoma State in triple overtime. Remember, 98-97 on the road. I remember because I had Oklahoma State that night. They also took care of business against Oklahoma, 81-75. So after losing 4 out of 5 after a 14-0 start, they've won 3 straight games. Meanwhile, the Mountaineers off a 83-69 loss at Kansas on Saturday. In fact, I gave you the Jayhawks as a free pick that day. They were laying 13. They won and covered by 14. Now, they did beat Kansas State and Oklahoma in their last 2 home games. But here's the thing. The Mountaineers are really struggling shooting the ball. They are shooting at just a 39.5% clip over their past 5 games. Meanwhile, you got Iowa State, a team that has scored 80-plus points in 5 straight games. They're averaging 85 on the season. And do you know they are the only team in Division 1A ball this season that has not been held under 70 points in any single game this season? Now, it is true that Iowa State is not a good rebounding team, but neither is West Virginia. And West Virginia doesn't have any depth either. So I think that now Iowa State has got its mojo back, is playing with confidence, and that's why I think you go and you lay the points with Iowa State on the road in that one. Well, that'll do it, guys, and best of luck to you all, and I will catch you again on Tuesday morning.